Welcome to episode 2 of Ensemble Influence How Choir Arrangements Impact Society. I'm Landon Pitts. I'm your host today, and we are diving into Locus Este by Anton Buckner. So, before we begin, I just want to say thank you all for supporting my first episode. We have gotten over 113 searches on Spotify, along with 4 plays. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who is supporting me on YouTube. We already got 35 views. Now, I'm really sorry for the delay. I didn't know what happened on last Thursday. I was on my spring break. But now, let's begin. Welcome to Ensemble Influence, Welcome to Ensemble Influence, How Choir Arrangements Impact Society, where we explore the impact of music in our lives and our society. I'm Landon Pitts, and today we're going into the world of choral music. Anton Bruckner's beautiful piece, Locus Este. What is it about choral music that goes beyond time, culture, and language? Today, we'll explore how choral arrangements not only shape our experiences, but also influence society as a whole. Throughout history, choir music has played an important role in various cultures, acting as a bridge that connects communities through shared emotional experiences. Choir music has a rich history as a communal activity, often bringing people together in religious, cultural, and social settings. From ancient chants to contemporary compositions, the power of the human voice harmonizing in unison has the ability to give deep emotions and better connections through different people. Choir music has served as a vehicle for both worship and celebration. In complicated contexts, choirs have enhanced various practices, helping to create an atmosphere of reverence and spirituality. The communal aspect of singing together gives a sense of belonging and community. When people come together to sing, they share in an experience that's not just auditory, but also emotional and spiritual. This collective experience can create bonds that go beyond differences, uniting people from various backgrounds in a shared expression of faith or celebration. In contemporary society, we see this same power at work. Choral music continues to unite communities, whether in churches, schools, or even virtual choirs, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, when physical gatherings were restricted. Virtual choirs emerged up into the trending area, allowing singers from different locations to come together in harmony, showcasing the resilience of the human spirit and importance of connection, even when physically apart. Furthermore, choir music has the unique ability to give messages of hope, love, and social justice. Throughout history, music has been a powerful form of protest and a means of raising awareness for social issues. For example, during the civil rights movements, spirituals and freedom songs became anthems for change, bringing people together and inspiring action. As we dive into the emotional resonance of choral music, we recognize its important impact on our lives. Music has a unique way of influencing our emotions and state of mind. Studies have shown that music can trigger the release of dopamine, which is a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure, and it can even reduce stress and anxiety. In other words, dopamine is happiness. So we get cheap dopamine maybe we get it from our phones, but we get real dopamine from enthusiastic things. Maybe you're on a roller coaster or you're at the gym, you get that dopamine. So in this way, choral music doesn't just entertain, it heals and uplifts. In today's world, the importance of slowing down and connecting with others through music cannot be overstated, whether in a formal choir setting or simply singing along to a favorite song. The act of making music together fosters community and belonging. It serves as a reminder that we are not alone in our experiences. We share the joys of life through song. So now let's dive deeper into Locus Este. Composed by Anton Bruckner in 1869, this motet was written for the dedication of a church, specifically the new church of St. Florian in Austria, which is a country in Europe. The text, Locus Este adeo factus est, translates to, "This place was made by God," perfectly capturing the essence of its purpose and reverence surrounding the sacred place. Bruckner, known for his intricate symphonies and profound sacred works, was deeply influenced by his faith. This connection to spirituality is evident in his compositions, which often reflect his understanding of the divine and the sacred. Locus Este is a prime example of his ability to convey reverence through music, a hallmark of his style. Musically, Locus Iste is structured for an a cappella SATB choir, allowing the voices to intertwine and create a rich tapestry of sound. The melody's simplicity, combined with the lush harmonies, gives a sense of peace and tranquility. The piece begins with a serene opening, gradually building in intensity before reaching a climatic moment that captures the listener's attention. This dynamic contrast mirrors the emotional journey of faith from quiet introspection to profound affirmation. One of the most striking features of Locus Iste is its use of harmony. Bruckner's choice of chords creates a sense of uplift and transcendence, inviting the listener to experience a spiritual connection. The harmonic progressions evoke a feeling of sacredness, making it a powerful piece for worship and reflection. Each note seems to resonate with the very essence of what it means to be a human, the longing for connection with something greater than itself. Notable performances of Locus Este, like the one by Tenebrae, conducted by Nigel Short, filmed at St. Bartholomew the Great in London, showcase how the acoustics of sacred spaces enhance the listening experience. The reverberation of the choir's voices creates an ethereal quality, allowing the audience to be enveloped in the sound. This setting amplifies the emotional impact of the piece, drawing listeners into a meditative state and encouraging contemplation. In addition to its musical beauty, Locus Iste also carries a significant message. The text speaks to the sanctity of space, reminding us that certain places are imbued with a sense of holiness and reverence. As we gather in these spaces, whether for worship, reflection, or celebration, we are reminded of our sacred, shared humanity and the divine presence that connects us all. Bruckner's ability to weave together musical and spiritual elements in Locus Iste serves as a testament to the power of choral music. It invites us to explore our relationship with the sacred and encourages us to consider how music can elevate our understanding of the world around us. Without further ado, I will now play Locus Iste by Anton Bruckner. This song is 2 minutes and 59 seconds long. So, let's listen to it. In 3, 2, 1. Crescendo. Okay, we're gonna tune back in here. I really like that. That is very similar to our last episode, which was Ave Verum Corpus. If you didn't watch that, you can go ahead and watch that. It'll be on YouTube and on Spotify. So yeah, so it started off soft and then it got really loud and then it went down again. So that was a crescendo to a decrescendo to going back down. So let's go ahead and go deeper and break this song down. Choral music extends its influence beyond the church walls. It has been a medium for storytelling, preservation, and social change. Throughout history, composers and musicians have used choral arrangements to teach powerful messages, often reflecting the social and political climate of their time. Consider the spirituals sung by enslaved people in the U.S. These songs not only served as expressions of faith but also as coded messages of hope and resistance. The act of singing together provided solace and strength in the face of adversity, highlighting the crucial role of choral music in the fight for justice and equality. The harmonies and rhythms of these spirituals resonate with the struggles and triumphs of those who came before us, serving as a reminder of the power of music to inspire change. Moreover, choral music holds significant value in education. Choirs in schools and communities foster teamwork, discipline, and creativity among singers. Engaging in choral singing allows individuals to develop their vocal skills while also learning the importance of collaboration and communication. Programs that emphasize choral music, though, like those found in many educational institutions, contribute to the development of young people, helping them build confidence and express their emotions through song. In addition to educational settings, choral music has been embraced by various organizations and initiatives aimed at promoting social change. Community choirs often come together to raise awareness about important issues, using their voices to advocate for communities and promote social justice. This collective effort highlights the unifying power of music, bringing people together for a common cause. Choral music also serves as a source for healing and unity. During challenges times such as the COVID-19 pandemic, virtual choirs emerged, connecting people and providing through music. These online collaborations showcased the human spirit and importance of connection even when physically apart. So the act of singing together, even through screens, reinforced the idea that music can bridge gaps and bring solace to those in need. So I'll take my school for example, and the my high school and my middle school. So my high school, so the choir director was in the auditorium and everyone else was on a Zoom call and they were still able to give an impressive sound. And this doesn't have to be for choir, this is also for band. You know, when the band plays online, maybe it could not be like what the real thing is because if we're being honest here, we want to see it in real time. We want to see like the real deal. So, it's better to have it in person, but virtual works just as fine. Because the good thing about virtual is that it's a lot more excessive and you don't have to leave your home. But still, you, it's it's whatever. We explore the broader impact of choral music, it becomes clear that it is more than just an art form. It is a vehicle for change, a means of expression, and a source of comfort. Whether in a formal choir setting or simply singing along to a favorite song, the act of making music together fosters community and belonging. It serves as a reminder that we are not alone in our experiences. We share the joys and sorrows of life through song. Because we do. Music really just connects all of us together in many different ways, and this is a huge part. Having a soft video. So, okay, as we wrap up today's episode, let's reflect on the key points we discussed. Choral music, especially pieces like Locus Iste, has a profound emotional, cultural, and societal effect. It draws us together and allows us to explore our connection to each other, our history, and the divine. So, the emotional depth of choral music invites us to tap into our own experiences and considers how the act of singing can transform our lives. Whether we are part of a choir, listening to a performance, or simply singing along at home, we engage in the powerful act of connection and expression. As we listen to the harmonies of Locus Iste, we are reminded of the beauty and significance of the choral music. This place, with its sacred text and transcendent melodies, invites us to reflect our own relationship with divine in spaces we inhabit. It encourages us to consider the power of music to uplift and inspire, bridging the gaps between us and fostering a sense of unity in an often divided world. So, as we conclude, I encourage you to reflect on your own experiences with choral music. Have you ever felt transformed by a piece of music? Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about our next episode here. Okay, let me see what we got on the schedule. Okay, our next episode, we will be talking about. Okay. O Magnum Mysterium by Thomas Louis de Victoria. So that will be given our next episode. So, without further ado, goodbye.